Randy McKee here with Soccer 605, and I'm here with one of my favorite soccer people in South Dakota, Toni Sabrowski. Toni, thanks for spending a little time with us tonight.
Thanks for having me, Coach.
So, we've known each other for a long, long time, probably since we were teenagers or something. And you've always impressed me as one person in South Dakota who'd never say no to another soccer job.
I don't think I've ever said no. I think I've done it all, anywhere from treasurer, team manager, board member, president. Now I'm on the adult league board. So, yep, I've started from peewees all the way to adults now.
Well, we were just talking about that adult league. You guys are talking some huge numbers, like over 400 people in Rapid City Adult League now.
Yep, at this time we have about 421 members in the adult league. Yep.
Well, seeing all those adults line up for registration at the last tournament in Rapid City was pretty neat. But one of the things that I've always enjoyed watching you do even more than that is taping a kid's ankle.
Oh, I've been a trainer as well. Yep, I've done ankles. I've done fingers. Yep, all the boo-boos that they have. Got to take care of them. Still to this day, I take care of some of those 20-year-olds.
So you've had your kids in soccer, and your youngest daughter Valerie is just getting ready to graduate from high school, and your oldest son Chris is off to the military. So what do you have planned in the future for your soccer contribution?
My soccer contribution, I'll continue with the high school program. I'll stay the team manager for Central High School boys as long as they want me back. I am going to dedicate myself to help with the soccer complex as well. I'm currently on the board for Rushmore Soccer Club, so I don't know if this will be my last term or not, depending on if I'm voted back in. But I'll continue with the adult league as well. So, again, I don't say no to much. So if I'm asked, I will do the go for work. I'll do the grunt work.
Well, you'd always be the first person I'd call when I had a dirty job to do. I know that. Well, speaking about a couple things. First of all, let's kind of talk about high school because, we're looking at some huge changes coming down the pike, and I'm kind of curious what your take is on what's happening there.
At the beginning, the sanctioning process, I thought it would be a great idea, but the farther and the more knowledgeable I got about it, I think right now it's a good fit to not have it sanctioned at this time, just because of all the changes. The school budget being cut so much, and the scheduling process as well. I think that would be very difficult as well. So right now, keeping it the way it is probably the best thing for the kids.
Well, I've talked to a lot of people out there on both sides of the issue, and a lot of them say, look, we got to get it in there for legitimacy, but it seems like they've done a good job that way already, and there's a lot of people running around saying, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So
you're seeing now, we're just talking at dinner here a little bit earlier about seeing a lot of those Central boys heading off into the college ranks. You have to really be proud of what you're seeing going on there.
I am proud of every single one of those boys. I could name pretty much all of them, from my seniors, from Eric Bueller, Paul Balderamas, Hunter Mater, Matt Fitzgerald, Tyler Bradley, Zach Webster. They're like my boys. And I've always called them my boys, and I'm very proud of every single one of them. Yep, they've done me proud.
I am too, and I probably shouldn't admit this, but I coached all those guys back when they were 11 and 12, and I kind of claim a little bit of ownership over them, although I probably should.
Oh, I think it takes a village to raise a kid, so I think everybody's had their part into raising these young men the way they are. So,
well, the way those guys behave, on and off the field, you can tell that they've had a lot of influence in their lives other than their parents. And all those guys have good parents, but like you say, it takes a lot of other people to get in there and help those kids grow up right.
Yes, it does. Yep. I'm proud of them all.
So, talk a little bit about the soccer complex. We've been trying to work on that thing for a long time. And, it always appears that they're having an uphill battle, but it looks like they have some really motivated people in there working for this thing right now.
They are. I think Jason Etherton, he's the head of it right now, and Pete Sales, they've come on board and they're working towards all these fundraisers and stuff like that. I think that's just a niche in the iceberg, sort of thing. But I think once it starts roll in, it'll gather a lot of more support from the community and businesses and maybe global as well. So hopefully that'll be the way to go.
Well, and we're working on that right now. I mean, we're here at Boston's. We did an interview with the ISIS group people yesterday, and boy, their contribution has just been tremendous. But, the more of these groups that know about the good they can do, I think the more we can help get this thing funded and up and running.
Yeah, I think that's what somebody had to come on board with that first contribution to help get the ball rolling. And since ISIS came on board, I think it's just going to funnel down and just be a smooth transition, hopefully, and we'll have that complex up and running, and my grandkids will be playing on those fields. So,
won't that be something? You'll be out there taping ankles 25 years from now. We're some kids who are playing on that complex that we're struggling right now to get done.
Yes, indeed. It'll be a deja vu thing.
Well, I remember back when NAU had their soccer program here in Rapid City, how much of a soccer fan you were of the college soccer, and you must be really excited to see the South Dakota School of Mines bringing their program in now.
Yes, I am. I think Joe Berger will do a great job. He's been out there just, at some of the adult league games, just sort of getting the feel for things and getting the feel for the community as well. But I think he'll do a tremendous job. Yep.
Joe comes from a long line of guys I know on the Division I ranks, and well, I'll tell you what, if a guy could learn anything from some of the best guys on the planet, he's been around it.
Yeah, it would be him.
Well, Toni, thank you so much for spending a little time with us. Of all the interviews I've done, I've always been looking over there saying, man, I got to pin that lady down, and I finally got it done. And so thank you again so much for your interview.
Well, thanks, Randy. I appreciate it.